Hello and welcome. You're watching Face Off at 9 on CNN News 18. I'm Kajori Sen. Let's take a look at what's making headlines this Sunday evening. 54% voter turnout for the MCD elections, even as Arvind Kejriwal protests that EVMs were malfunctioning. Exit polls predict a BJP sweep. The Prime Minister flags the issue of students from Kashmir in other states after the attacks in Rajasthan. Speaking at the Niti Aayog meet, urges state authorities to reach out to these students. West Bengal BJP chief Dilip Ghosh stirs a row, says those who don't say Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai will be whipped and skinned. Shashikala's nephew, TTV Dinakaran's being questioned for the second day in a row. He will be made to confront his alleged aide, Sukesh Chandrasekhar, over the cash for vote for the symbol. After 39 days of protests at Jantar Mantar on the 40th day, Tamil Nadu farmers demanding a farm loan waiver call off their strike after a promise by the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. They give him a month to deliver. First up, let's talk about what happened in the MCD polls. Voting for the fiercely battled polls came to an end at 5 o'clock this evening, with the capital registering around 54% voter turnout. The Delhi civic polls could have a national impact. For the BJP, which unleashed its big guns, its who's who were out leading up to the polls, Aam Aadmi Party, of course, is looking to recover from Punjab and Goa losses and reiterate that they are in power in the capital. The Congress also hoping to make an opening and to recoup the losses that it's seen over the last few years. Now, polling was held across 13,000 booths, and for the first time in the MCD elections, Nota was also an available option. Now, there's been a lot of talk about how this is going to be a hotly contested battle, but Delhi BJP President Manoj Tiwari clearly didn't think so. He was striking a very confident figure ahead of the close of the MCD polls when he was speaking to us about BJP's chances, Arvind Kejriwal and the allegations of the faulty EVMs. Listen in.
Finally, MCD चुनाव आज हो रहे हैं. बीजेपी की क्या उम्मीदें हैं?
बीजेपी की उम्मीदें बहुत अच्छी हैं. बीजेपी जिस प्रकार का मैं अभी रुझान देख रहा हूं, मुझे लगता है बीजेपी 220 से ज़्यादा सीटें इस एमसीडी में लेने जा रही है.
सर, 2 कंसेक्यूटिव टर्म्स हो चुके हैं एमसीडी में बीजेपी के. ये तीसरे कंसेक्यूटिव टर्म के लिए इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, तो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी भी है. उसके बारे में बीजेपी क्या करेगी?
देखिए, 2014 के बाद से भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जिस प्रकार से भ्रष्टाचार पे जीरो टॉलरेंस, नॉन परफॉर्मेंस पे जीरो टॉलरेंस, जवानों के लिए, किसानों के लिए, युवाओं के लिए, महिलाओं के लिए जिस प्रकार से काम करना शुरू किया है, तो वो लोगों के, गरीबों के, युवाओं के, सबके दिलों में बस चुकी है. निश्चित रूप से दिल्ली 2.25 साल पहले जो गलती की थी उसको भी सुधार रही है. आज ऑप्शन एक ही है कि हमको नरेंद्र मोदी जी के साथ, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ आगे बढ़ना है.
सर, आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए ये कहा जा रहा है कि ये चुनाव रेफरेंडम है आम आदमी पार्टी की पॉपुलैरिटी के बारे में. उसके बारे में आपको क्या कहना है?
देखिए, आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए तो रेफरेंडम है ही. मुझे लगता है कि ये अरविंद केजरीवाल जी भी सोच रहे होंगे कि मैंने दिल्ली को धमकी तो दे दी, अब दिल्ली क्या देती है ये देखने वाली बात है.
रिपोर्ट्स आ रहे हैं कि कई जगह ईवीएम मशीन खराब थी और उसको टाइम लग गया ठीक होने में. तो ये एमसीडी इलेक्शन से पहले प्रेपरेशन थोड़ी कम रह गई.
ईवीएम में टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम आ सकता है, लेकिन जो ये परेशानी बता रहे हैं कि कहीं भी दबाओ कमल को जा रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है. हर दिल में कमल छा रहा है, ये सही है.
The BJP ruled municipal corporations have caused enough damage now, which is now for which we need to rectify and give good governance in Delhi, for which Congress party is the only answer. These elections are very much a referendum on Kejriwal's governance, and if Kejriwal is unable to win, then he should resign.
Ajay Markandes being quite confident about Congress getting leads, but exit polls seem to disagree. Let's take a look at what exit polls are saying, and it's a fairly clear prediction there. A third BJP win in the MCD elections, and quite a strong one. Let's take a look at what two key exit polls said. C voter saying that the BJP is going to be winning 218 seats out of the 272 MCD wards. The Congress is projected to win 22, and the Aam Aadmi Party projected to win 24 MCD wards. Now, the Access My India exit poll also is predicting a BJP sweep, saying it's 202 to 220, anywhere between those two. That's how many wards the BJP is expected to get. The Congress projected to win anywhere between 19 and 31, and the Aam Aadmi Party between 23 and 35. Now, even as these projections come out, the complaints from the Aam Aadmi Party have already begun, and they're talking about faulty EVMs. Voters, meanwhile, are complaining as well.
हमारी गलती क्या है? हमारी गलती क्या है? आप सिर्फ रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आप से बात कर रहे हैं, आप अरेस्ट क्यों कराएंगे? कौन हो तुम? अरेस्ट करवाने वाले कौन हो? क्या गलत किया है? मोबाइल किस लिए हमारे लिए? आप अरेस्ट किस लिए करेंगे? अरेस्ट करवा देंगे।
मशीन खराब चल रही है, उसे बटन को दबाते हैं तो वो काम नहीं करता, दूसरा बटन को कह देते हैं कि जी उसे दबा दो, वो नहीं है। तो 3-4 बार का हमने कंप्लेन कर ली, पर कोई भी सुनाई नहीं है। उस मशीन को हमने कहीं बदलवा दो, ना वो मशीन बदलवाई है। ये वहाँ के मशीन खराब हो गई है, बटन नहीं दबा रहे हैं, पहुँच रहा है तो अधिकारी कह देते हैं दूसरा बटन दबा दो।
लोग बोल रहे हैं कि वो 6-6, 7-7 बार बटन दबा रहे हैं, उसके बावजूद आवाज नहीं आ रही है। और अंदर से जो लोग बैठे हैं वो सजेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि अगर इसमें आवाज नहीं आ रही है, बीप नहीं आ रही है, तो एक काम कीजिए, दूसरा दबा लीजिए। पिछले 2 घंटे से मैं अंदर हूँ, कंप्लेंट कर रहा हूँ, ईवीएम को चेंज करने के बावजूद उसके कोई एक्शन ये लोग नहीं ले रहे हैं।
Now, Delhi Election Commissioner S.K. Srivastava spoke to CNN News 18, dismissing claims that EVMs were tampered with, saying the machines are unhackable.
There were reports coming in from different parts of the city that several EVM machines were not operating fine and they had to be changed. What about that, sir?
अभी हमने आपको बताया ना कि खाली 18 ऐसी मशीन थी जो कि पोलिंग स्टार्ट करने के बाद चेंज की गई। हम 13,000 से अधिक मशीन यूज़ किया हमने, तो मस्ट भी 0.1.4% आता है ये। अब ये मशीन मैकेनिकल मशीन है, प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है।
Finally, sir, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal continues to make that allegation about EVM tampering. What do you have to say about that?
No, I have not heard him, but there is no question of EVM tampering. It is a very robust machine, stand-alone, tamper-proof, I'll say. And because every machine we have seen, all the machines are shown to contesting candidates. They are signing there. Their agents are signing the machine also when we seal them.
Zeba Varsi, who's been reporting extensively on the MCD polls, takes us through the highlights of polling day in the capital.
After a high-octave campaign, the MCD elections have concluded. We are outside the State Election Commission here in Kashmiri Gate in the national capital. And we do know that the overall voting turnout has been around 54%, much like what it was the last MCD elections in 2012. East Delhi Municipal Corporation has fared the better, whereas South Delhi Municipal Corporation has fared the worst in terms of voter turnout. Now, if we talk about exit polls, most exit polls are giving a thumping majority to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Remember, it has been in power in MCD for 2 consecutive terms, and this one they want to make a comeback yet again, and they are facing a strong anti-incumbency, but not if you go by the exit polls, because Access My India is giving BJP anywhere around 202 out of 220 wards out of 272, whereas C voter is giving BJP around 218 seats out of 272. BJP's own internal survey is also giving BJP around 220 seats, and they're pretty confident of coming back in the MCD with a thumping majority.
Moving on now to the other big story we're tracking for you. At the Niti Aayog meeting, which was taking place in the capital with all of the chief ministers and of course the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi asked chief ministers of other states to take care of Kashmiri students. He echoed Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti, who brought the issue up first, saying that it was important for other states to reach out to Kashmiri students from time to time. The Prime Minister's comments, remember, coming after Home Minister Rajnath Singh asked all states to ensure the safety of Kashmiris after attacks on 8 students in Rajasthan.
The Prime Minister stressed on that. He
really urged every chief minister that they not only establish contact with the Kashmiri youths who are around in their states, but actually depute a person to proactively engage with them.
Well, in fact, when all the chief ministers spoke during the Niti Aayog meeting, which lasted for almost 6 to 7 hours, it was the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti who initially flagged it off in that particular meeting. On one hand, Prime Minister, underscoring the statement that she made that for the larger mainstreaming of the Kashmiri people and the politics, various state governments should organize their functions, especially during summer months in Jammu and Kashmir. And at the same point in time, the students from Jammu and Kashmir who are studying across the country, they must be welcomed by people from that state and state governments. And that was something, a message which Prime Minister flagged off in his concluding remarks also here in the Niti Aayog meeting.
Meanwhile, Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant spoke exclusively to Network 18 after the meet and said plans were on to restructure several government institutions.
Niti, as being a reform-driven body, can you give us a sense of one or two of these reform-driven or radical changes that you are talking about, which you will be recommending to take India forward?
No, so we've done several things. One is to build up a sense of competition among states in education, health, water, so that states compete with each other and they are ranked. We'll also hold their hands and support them. But we are also looking at restructuring government in many ways.
Restructuring government institutions,
because you have many institutions and which are totally outdated, like the Medical Council of India or UGC or AICTE. All those restructuring many of them, or look at private-public partnership in various areas.
Moving on, Tamil Nadu farmers protesting in the capital have called off their strike after Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy met them and gave them the assurance that help would be provided, their demands would be met. The farmers have been protesting in the capital for 40 days, demanding loan waivers and drought relief packages. However, the fact that they've stopped their strike comes with a caveat, and that is they've given the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister 1 month to live up to his promises.
The big announcement coming from Jantar Mantar is that the farmers from Tamil Nadu have called off their protest temporarily. Now remember, they've been protesting in the national capital for 41 days, seeking a drought relief package from the central government. Now this comes after they met with the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister earlier in the day, and they say that they've received an assurance from the Chief Minister that their issues will be considered. The issue of waiving off their loans, not just in corporation banks, but in nationalized banks as well. But the key point to remember is that they will resume protest on the 25th of May if their demands are not met by the government till that time.
Time now for a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side with the details of the questioning that is taking place for the second day in a row with Shashikala's nephew, TTV Dinakaran.
Those who knows me, they know चीता कैसे काम करता है.
चीता कैसे काम करता है?
Yes, obviously, ma'am, from the front.
The indomitable spirit of Chetan Cheetah. Meet the commanding officer of the 45th Battalion of the CRPF. The man who took 9 bullets fighting terrorists in Kashmir.
What does a soldier want from the nation?
Recognition of his work, medal on his chest, name in the golden letters.
Chetan Cheetah and his wife Uma in a special conversation only on CNN News 18.
Welcome back. You're watching CNN News 18. Now, Shashikala's nephew, TTV Dinakaran, faces the heat for the second day in a row in the Cash for Symbols case. The AIDMK former Deputy General Secretary questioned by the Delhi Crime Branch. Now, remember, he was questioned for nearly 7 hours yesterday. Today, the questioning's been on for several hours as well, with both the Dinakaran and Sukesh being interrogated in the presence of the SIT and the investigating officer, and a confrontation also taking place. Remember, Dinakaran has been accused of paying Sukesh 50 crores to bribe the Election Commission to give the Shashikala faction the iconic two leaves symbol. Nitisha joins us on the phone line for more on the story. Nitisha, what's been happening today?
Today is the second day of investigation where Dinakaran has joined the investigation. In fact, it's been 7 hours right now and he's still inside and he's been questioning. Yesterday also he was made to answer some of the questions that cops had prepared. Today he has been asked to give in writing, and also there was a cross-questioning again between not just Dinakaran and Sukesh Chandrasekhar, but also his friend and the PA, Mallikarjun and Janardhana. So right now the investigation is still happening. Cops are trying to establish the sequence of incidents. He has not yet accepted he has not yet confessed what exactly happened. But cops are saying that today, if he gives his confession, there is more chances of him getting arrested today itself. Otherwise, he will be called tomorrow. And also what we are getting to know is that today the Hawala operators from Chandni Chowk were also called in for the investigation, and they are still inside the crime branch office.
Right. Thank you so much, Nitisha, for joining us with those details. Nitisha talking about what the procedures have been today, essentially about confronting the various players in this case and trying to figure out what the web looked like. Let's now move on to what BJP's West Bengal chief Dilip Ghosh had to say in that violent diktat that he issued, that the entire nation must chant Bharat Mata Ki Jai and Jai Shri Ram, adding that anyone who did not chant those slogans would be whipped and skinned alive. Listen in to this declaration.
যদি কেউ বাধা দেয় তাকে এখান থেকে তুলে ফেলে দিতে হবে। সারা ভারতবর্ষ, গুজরাট থেকে গুয়াহাটি, কাশ্মীর থেকে কন্যাকুমারী, ভারত মাতা কি জয় আর জয় শ্রীরাম হবে। যে বাধা দেবে তাকে ইতিহাসে চলে যেতে হবে। তারপরে এমন ধুলাই করব না, কাপড় কাঁচা করে দেব, সারা জীবন ভুলতে পারবেন না, মুখের জিওগ্রাফি চেঞ্জ করে দেব, ভুলে যাবেন না। পুলিশও দাঁড়িয়ে থাকবে, কিছু করতে পারবে না।
And Ghosh didn't issue a clarification or an apology. What he did was double down on what he said. Take a look.
यहाँ कंट्रोवर्सी का कुछ नहीं है। हिंदुस्तान में जो जय श्री राम में और भारत माता की जय बोलने में मना करेगा, बाधा देगा, हम बोला था ऐसे लोग इतिहास हो जाएंगे, ऐसे पार्टी इतिहास हो जाएंगे। जैसे कांग्रेस पार्टी इतिहास बन रही है, एसपी बीएसपी इतिहास हो गई। तो ऐसी परिस्थिति आ गई कि हिंदुस्तान में जय श्री राम बोलना मुश्किल है। यहाँ पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद हो रहा है, भारत माता की जय बोलना नहीं चलेगा। इसी का प्रतिक्रिया के चलते मैंने इस प्रकार कमेंट की।
And his statement, for obvious reasons, has drawn sharp criticism. Let's take a look at some of them.
इतिहास तो बन गया, और क्या बनेगा? अब अगर नया इतिहास बनाना है तो नए तरीके से सोचना तो पड़ेगा। उन्हें ये भी सोचना चाहिए कि देश की दूसरी बड़ी आबादी को वो कहाँ बसाएंगे। तो नए इतिहास में दास्तानें तो दोनों की लिखी जाएंगी। कभी जुल्म करने वाला ताकतवर नहीं होता है, जुल्म सिर्फ बुज़दिल करता है।
Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai are very good slogans, but BJP should understand that this is not what people are aspiring for. Definitely these are very important things, but at the same time, people want job, people want food, people want living, good, decent living accommodation. And for that, which government can give it? Giving slogans, attractive slogans, and doing nothing. So BJP also will realize sooner or later that promises and slogans alone will not do.
This statement is basically, I think, against the law of the land, and our constitution has assured religious freedom, right to worship, right to food, right to education, and this is guaranteed to all citizens, not to any particular community. Unless and until strict action are taken against such people, they will continue to give such statements.
That's all we have for you at the moment. News updates will continue on CNN News 18. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.
Your primetime destination for news, not views. India 360.